don't see me using this to bang on this, right? That means that here we'll have more layers than here also. You want to check your electric stove. You don't use this side to check it, do you? You're going to use this to check it. That means here I'm going to have more layers than here. That means that the stratification of tissues mean that anywhere we can see in our body we need more protection, we're going to have more layers. But the keratinocytes, why do we have keratinocytes? The function of the keratinocyte is to prevent us from drying. Write it down, EO. Educational objective means EO. Okay? So these are test-taking strategy. EO means educational objective. Keratinocytes prevent us from drying or melting. So, where we inside our body, do we need to prevent inside our body from drying out? No, therefore we're not going to have keratinocytes, keratin. So remember now that stratified will be classified into either have keratin or non-keratin. We have, for example, the mouth. Do we need the mouth to be stratified? Yes. We eat all the time. Look at the dogs. Dogs eat bones all the time. They eat bacteria. We eat garbage. Anything we eat might not be good for us. So we're going to need more layers in the mouth. In the tongue also. We use it all the time. But it's not going to have keratin. Why? Because it is not exposed to the sun. That's why we're not going to have keratin inside. But we're going to have stratified there. Isn't it? How about the vagina? Is it stratified or not stratified? It is stratified. It has to be stratified, isn't it?
Right.
Why? Because things go in and out of the vagina. The baby gets popped out there. So we're going to have more layers to protect it from tearing. Apart from that, it still tears, isn't it? So anywhere we have in our body that we're going to need protection, we're going to have stratified epithelial type there. How about the nose going to the lungs? Why?
Is it because there's more liquid or more?
No, we're not going to have stratified there. What we're going to have is simple or something that looks like simple. We call it pseudo. Something that looks as if stratified. We call it pseudo, false stratification. The only thing that can go there is air. So we don't need stratification there, isn't it?
Is that why it's cilia? Because it will keep the
No,
particles
the cilia is a different type of function.
but it keeps particles out that would otherwise.
Well, that one is different kind. We are talking about the continuity of layers. Why do we have to have that? That is another function of that. That's good also. You understand? It's only air that can go there. So we don't need stratification there. But when you look at that in the microscope, it will look as if it is stratified. But all the cells are rested on the basement membrane, giving the false impression that it is stratified, but it is not. So we call that pseudo-stratified type of columnar, ciliated now because of the prevention of the mucus, trying to prevent that.
Okay.
Mucus from
Let me see
moving.
if I understand.
Sure.
I'm a little confused. So anywhere that there's going to be mucous membranes, you're going to have pseudostratified.
Not really, no. The reason why we see it as pseudostratified is, according to stratification, stratified means there are more than one layer of the cells, according to the nomenclature. But when we look at it on the microscope there, we will notice very well that it is a columnar type, but when the cell starts at the apical surface, which is the superficial, it also rests on the basement membrane. And there are multiple nuclei, giving us the impression that this is more than one type of layers of cells, but it is not. If you look at it one by one, which he asked you, let's do it back so we can learn from there. If you look at it very well, you notice that the cells are now resting on the basement membrane. It is not stratified.
Oh, did you put this on? Were you putting this on?
I wanted to put it, I turned it in back to illustrate that.
Oh.
But okay, well, we can use your book to turn to page that says pseudo-stratified. So we can use that as an example. Just use your textbook. Using your textbook might be like you are only relying on your textbook. When somebody gives you an exam on a different textbook, then you get confused. That was what I just saw now.
I don't have it.
Right? So that which means that the concept did not go in. Now, if you look at there, you will notice now that, look at this column of cell. You see? Yeah, I really don't like that because everybody has that. That's why when I give PowerPoint, everybody takes it home. I have that. Let me display it here.